Sometimes life can get a little bit crazy. Living day to day with my baby.
Not two boys and two girls.
But that's a day in the world with the McClendon.
What about that? On the grind, family life, God first, marriage 24/7. So we're dropping off the car.
I got somebody picking me up.
Oh, Stella. We call her Stella.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. So we just dropped her off.
Did you,
Mechanic.
yeah, we at the spot.
Yeah. We're waiting for a ride now. She a little late. She know who she is.
So always a little something.
May. Did he take the keys out the car?
Did I take the keys out?
Did he? I don't want him to lock the door. Okay.
On the front seat.
Okay. So we here. Ooh, our ride is calling right now. Hold on, y'all. So that was our ride calling, picking us up, letting us know she'll be there in a couple minutes.
What did she say? 10?
She said 2, but it
Two?
probably.
Oh, she in the area then.
She must be. Yeah. So we here in beautiful. Huh? Before and after? Well, I was trying not to get plates. I don't want y'all tracking the stamp. Just kidding. So there's Stella. Hi, Stella. We call her Stella. I think we changed her because of her beautiful color. Yeah.
I'm gonna go,
Mechanic, Miguel back there. Hey, Miguel. Hi. So yeah, we're here in beautiful Pasadena, California. Let me show you the artwork on the building. I don't know who did it, but since we're waiting for our
2-minute ride.
Our 2-minute ride from May the producer. Don't trip on this stuff. I can show you some City of Roses art.
That's who did it. Cali Graffiti.
Cali Graffiti did this artwork back here.
You don't know who Cali Graffiti is?
No idea who that is. But, yeah. The mural on the wall. We acting like tourists right now. Because a lot of y'all come out here to Pasadena in January for the Rose Parade. Well, not last year. Or I guess this year. What year is this?
21.
Yeah, 2021 y'all didn't because you know why.
Rona.
2022. I'm sure this street right here, Colorado, is going to be full again. Do the floats come all the way down here?
Turns right here at Sierra Madre.
Oh, so it doesn't come. We're about 1 block shy of where the floats come.
What I remember,
stop.
yeah, Sierra Madre. But you know, folks is all
Hanging.
they all in this area. They all over here to the east.
Yeah, we had Colorado and Elois. And if you look back that direction, that's where that stoplight is. That's where the floats stop. Sierra Madre.
Yeah, right at Fetty's. Then it goes up Sierra Madre, and then it goes. What I remember, the floats go on Sierra Madre, right at Pasadena High School, right on in the street. And then they block that off and charge admission for folks who come see the floats up close. Try to steal, the flour off of it and let it, put it on your mantle or something, let it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is it.
2-minute ride she been gone over her 2 minutes. Did you say the taco guy doesn't set up here no more?
Not in the driveway. Right there where it says auto body. that person with the cart is walking. Right in that area. So I don't know, maybe the person that on the building don't want to be blind, but they would be right there. And that time we came last year, all this was cleared up.
A whole bunch of cars right there now.
Yeah, so let me see.
We'll be back. So our ride is here now. She here. Our 2-minute ride is here.
2 minutes. That's black people 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Dark skinned and light skinned black people too. I'm Mary, the producer.
Hello, how are you?
We good. We just being tourists right now. In Pasadena.
Starting route to 12601 Wilmington Avenue. Head west on East Colorado
Hey,
Boulevard.
party people, how you doing this morning? This warm morning. So,
Get my camera together. We got good lighting right now, girl. We always got good lighting because she yellow. She don't have to adjust.
you hear this mess?
You've been hearing it your whole life. It's all right.
At least you don't burn in the sun, don't you?
I've got
Turn
sunburned
left onto
before,
South
though.
Sierra Madre Boulevard.
Really?
Dark people get sunburned. You don't necessarily see it, but you feel it.
Well, ours is more prevalent. It's telling me to go this way. I don't know.
I'm taking you all to 110, 17.
So like we mentioned earlier, we on the grind today
In 1.8 miles, turn
because
right onto Huntington
we have
Drive.
set some visions. Maerice, at the top of this year, we all made some visions. And on the way to make the visions come true, come to life, is to grind, be on it, be about our business. Watch that truck right there. I see it. All right.
Let me drive.
Just trying to give an extra set of eyes.
You hear that, David?
Watch that bike
How
right
we
there.
gonna use Crystal's
Oh,
eyes?
Lord, Jesus! Oh, God, sorry, bike.
Yeah, the top of the line.
Come on, extra pair of eyes.
Anyway, so we on our way to. Yeah, to not have glaucoma. We've had this conversation. We've had it
And she
on
got on
camera.
some blockers.
Yeah, so
You are doubly in the dark.
Well, I need shade sometimes to. You'll notice I do them up and down because it depends on the glare of the sun.
people with glaucoma
I don't have glaucoma. Dr. Lamar said it's nothing but mucus.
You ain't doing nothing to get the mucus out either.
He said I'm doing better than you.
Well, he did say that, but I can see she can't.
You take your glasses off. We'll see how well. Girl, put this thing
I
on.
can still see. May not be clear, but it's there.
Anyway, we're going to Compton. City of Compton. We'll sing that. We sing City of Compton. music artists and dancers. And
In 1.9
it's gonna be
miles,
fun. We're
left
gonna keep
onto
you
Northwest
posted on when it's gonna be, when and where in Compton. Right, baby? We usually don't do business. We haven't spread our wings to that side of. What did we do there? In Compton? No, Linwood's. Yeah, Linwood. It's all the same. I'm also I love this part of town. I don't know what city we in, but
What's this, South Pass? San Marino.
I love San Marino. What'd you say, David?
Well, it used to be a lot of non-blacks, but there's a lot of Asians down here now.
They don't like us down here?
No.
Really?
You like living in
I'm not even a comic because we're on camera.
Yes,
I love everybody.
Yeah, it used to be a lot of white folk.
Okay.
They used to have a group down here called the TikTokers. They was a group of young girls who used to volunteer, like in Northwest Pasadena. When I was youngin', they were around for their money.
So it's almost no black people down here, you said?
Almost no one that I knew of. You knew something down here?
We know one family because he was at Maranatha, that birthday party we dropped Zachary off at. He was black, his wife was black.
I don't know if Luke still stay down there.
Walker? Yeah, that was people running away from the black community.
Why they always gotta run away from black people? Why can't you just live somewhere you think
people
it's
like
pretty?
to run away from their community.
I don't agree.
Why don't you agree with that? I mean,
Why can't I just want to live over here?
Well, why can't
Why I
you
gotta
make
be
it?
running?
Why can't you make it better where you came from?
Where did I
Where's
come
the
from?
stakes? Well, you don't count because you came from these areas. We didn't. It's those that come from this area and then, trying to escape. I don't want to live by black.
But what if the houses are like down here is not available up there?
Got enough money to build it. That's my opinion. Yeah. It's different than yours, but mine ain't right and yours ain't wrong. In your eyes, you know what I mean? But that's what we're taught as a community.
To
When
run,
you make it,
flee.
exactly. When they make it, they build. That's the only difference. That's what I'm saying. If you don't like the liquor store in your community, you stay there, you build a big enough reputation, you get it out.
Well, there's parts of Altadena that I like, but what detours me from it is not the people, it's the animals that be up there, them bears that be coming down. So I would love to live up there, but then I'd be scared to go in my backyard.
I lived in Altadena for some years. Never seen a bear. Never.
Coyote,
Yeah,
wolf,
I've seen plenty of them.
thank you, raccoons,
Plenty of
skunk,
them.
animals, all that.
It's been a tour down there.
In 2.3 miles, take
They're
a slow
home.
right turn to Argento I-10 west toward Los Angeles.
Yeah, we got to get in a different mindset when it comes to our places that we grew up. Yeah, some bad, I'm not for everybody, but
there's a ghetto in every city. Beverly Hills got a ghetto. You know, we in Sierra Madre, they got a ghetto. I mean, San Marino. Everybody got a side of town that it's not very desirable, but every town has a side of town that's really nice. So you can stay in your community. I mean, if you grew up in the hood in your community and you want something nice, you can just go to the nicer part of your community if that's what you know, the nicer part, and find something there and build there, but still be in your community to rebuild the areas that are not so desirable, you know, make it better for the folks who actually, you know, stand on the block, if you don't necessarily want to stay on the block. But if some people want to stay on the block and build, but most people live outside, and then, you know, some people live out and come in and try to build, and some folks, those kind of folks don't really get a lot of respect either. But if you're in the city of Altadena, town of Altadena, and you know, you want to get in a better part of Altadena, but still, you know, be able to help rebuild the areas that are not as desirable, you know, that's honorable too, you know. But, you know, most folks go outside and go into a community where that community really don't want you there anyway. So I think that's what May is saying.
Yeah, that's facts. I never had a desire to live in an all-white community to feel that I'm living better. You know, I had people who would say, in just dialogue, and say, well, I live in a white neighborhood. And my rebuttal to that is always, is that better? Because you say it with such pride.
Right.
You know, and that pride is self-inflicted pain. You're a black person, which I don't like to say that really, but people identify as it.
Negro.
Yeah.
From Negro land.
And then because of that, you're identifying self-pain because you don't really like yourself, so you don't want to identify with yourself. So you figure identifying with people other than you, or people who look like you, you're in a better spot. But the whole time, those groups of people don't even want you there. You think that they do. Because, I mean, people, the higher up the chain you go, people are more phony. They can smile in your face and, you know, their hearts are not pure. And so you think you're better off by living in these communities that you think want you there, but do something that they don't like that you do. You're not going to snap back from it. But, I mean, that's why I've always been a person. I really live in a more diverse community. Not necessarily white, not necessarily black, not, you know, wholly just one community, because I don't think we learn well that way.
Stay in the middle 2 lanes.
I've lived, you know, by non-blacks, non-Hispanics. Baby. Just some of the nosest people I ever met in my life.
Oh my goodness.
Self-entitled and don't, because they don't understand life like we understand life, right? We understand consequences, so we live almost, I don't want to say in terror, but we live cautiously because we know what our consequences are. They don't live like that because they don't understand consequences, because they never have to really face them a lot of times, unless they're in a poor neighborhood. But middle class, upper class, they don't understand consequences the way that, you know, some people do.
Some people would make a different argument on that. They don't, you know, when you don't have experience in certain areas, you know, when a person is speaking on something that they've had experience on, you know, they can't fathom the idea of that. Don't even make sense because that's not even my world, you know.
Yeah, totally. I look at that, and you know, and people put Negroes. I like that better than saying black, to be honest with you. But they put us all in one box, and as if we all think, move, and see life the same, but we don't, because it's your environment that you grow up in that shapes your thought process. It's what's the dialogue that's at home that shapes your thought process. We don't all think the same.
I think the majority, the racial majority, which is white, Caucasian, I think they put us all in a
Definitely.
box. Black people act like this, Asians act like this, Mexicans act like this. That's just the way of the majority in this world, is boxing us, categorizing us.
Because if you do that, then you can shape the narrative all the time, and it's not true. And then when you find somebody who doesn't think like the perception you put out
Like,
there,
oh, you're a different black person.
Oh, definitely. I say in my last 15, 20 years, I met black people that I don't even understand their thought process. And that's because I come from a different world.
And that's not fair either. Is when within our own race, you start to categorize, saying, "Oh, you're not black, or you're not hood black, or you're a different kind of black." That's not fair either.
You know, and every race does it.
Yeah.
Trust me. But since we're Negroes, we talking about each other. Why would you park here? Wow.
He said, "I gotta make a delivery."
And this stupid. But yeah, we do it amongst each other because
You might as well stay in this lane because you got to turn right here.
Somebody said, somebody said, dang, I can't think of the saying that they said, but if you're in close proximity to me is where you can inflict the most pain, right? And I'm talking about, you know, the way we perceive people from our culture, the way we perceive crime, the way we perceive everything. And then, you know, they come up with these catchphrases, black on black crime, you know, because people are committing crimes within the vicinity that they live. So if you only live around black people, then where is the crime going to be, and who are you going to attack most, right? Very rare in blue collar crime are you going to go out and go and hit some upper class areas, right?
Walk 45 miles, take the exit toward I-710 South.
17.
So I think that's where we get a lot of the stereotypes and different things like that. And what's a big thing now is black people are people of color are really, you know, being the voice for. They're picking people who they want to be the voice for our community. And just like Malcolm X said, you're gonna go get a actor or actress. You're gonna go get some kind of entertainer, celebrity to be the voice for our community. When you're not going to get the scholars and the people who studied and the people who, you know, are well versed in law and different things like that. You're not going to get the higher learning people to represent our community. You're going to get somebody who's rapping on somebody's payroll that, you know, this person comes from, you know, a place where they don't want to go back to. And so you get those people to represent us, and that's how the narrative is shaped for us, by us. Controlled in the background by someone else. If that makes sense, I don't know.
It makes sense.
Get over here.
Is my camera in your
Take the
mirror?
exit, then keep left toward I-710 South and Long Beach.
We a little bumpy, y'all. Whew, a whole lot of bumpy.
Keep left toward I-710 South and Long Beach. Then keep right to merge onto I-710 South toward Long Beach.
Maybe driving, y'all. She driving.
Keep right to merge on I-710 South toward Long Beach.
Oh, Jesus. Not today, Jesus.
David, why you put your wife's scary self?
I know, I was just thinking, I don't know why I'm not in the back seat. Oh, goodness.
Can you feel that air back there, D?
Okay, y'all, we gonna come back. We're gonna get to our location. I gotta concentrate right now.
Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.